This video was taken on Wednesday. Yeah, city officials say they've been responding to multiple water main breaks in the area. They've been getting 3 or 4 every night. City workers are chipping the vehicles free of ice and towing them to a warming center to get them running again. They had a similar problem in the Grand Rapids Public Museum early this morning. A pipe burst, flooding part of the streets of Old Grand Rapids area. Museum officials say the damage to the collection is minor and workers will be able to repair the damage and restore the exhibit to its 1890s glory. And coming up on 6 News at 6, Mid-Michigan is dealing with water problems as well. We'll take you to East Lansing, where bursting pipes are affecting businesses. And in West Michigan's Oceana County, a snowmobiler was rescued from an island after he crashed on Wednesday. The man says he was driving across a frozen lake and could not see the island in front of him because of poor weather conditions. When he hit the shore, he was thrown from his snowmobile and injured. First responders were looking for him when he was reported missing and found him about 2 hours later. He was taken to a hospital for treatment. Speaking of ice and snow, the world's biggest iceberg, which is about the size of Rhode Island, is on course to slam into a remote island off the coast of Antarctica. The island is home to millions of penguins and seals. Scientists say the trillion-ton slab of ice may hit South George Island or float around it, but if it does hit, it could doom the penguin colony to starvation as the birds become separated from food sources. This area is known as Iceberg Highway, but climate change is causing this to happen more than normal. Back here in America, a police officer in Florida was fired from her job for accidentally shooting a man while she was removing a gun from his holster during a traffic stop. Now, we do want to warn you, this video may be upsetting.
I appreciate that being very honest.
Oh, yeah.
Well, this happened in December, and the body camera video was released on Wednesday. Jacksonville Sheriff's Officer Mindy Cardwell was removing the man's gun, which he was legally carrying. After the shot, officers gave the man first aid, and he survived his injury. The officer has since been fired for what sheriff's officials call gross incompetence. In Tennessee, the investigation into a deadly shooting at a high school is continuing tonight. Police say a student, 17-year-old Solomon Henderson, shot another student, 16-year-old Jocelyn Correa Escalante, in the cafeteria on Wednesday, killing her. Another student was also shot but survived. Henderson reportedly then used a handgun to kill himself. Officials say they do not know of a connection between the shooter and victims and say it may have been random. The longest hotel worker strike in decades in Las Vegas is now over. The Culinary Workers Union announced Wednesday that it has reached a deal with Virgin Casinos. In November, hundreds of employees walked off the job. The union's previous contract with Virgin Hotels expired in 2023. The new one likely has significant pay raises, similar to what the rest of the union's members at other properties have gotten in the last year. And that includes what the union has described as a historic 32% increase in wages over 5 years. The World Economic Forum is underway this week in Switzerland, and today President Donald Trump made a video address to those that gather, the financial elite there, threatening other nations with high tariffs if they don't bring business to America. He said companies that bring jobs here will pay the lowest taxes in the world.
But if you don't make your product in America, which is your prerogative, then very simply you will have to pay a tariff, differing amounts, but a tariff which will direct hundreds of billions of dollars and even trillions of dollars into our treasury.
President Trump also said he plans to tell Saudi Arabia to up their planned $600 billion investment in America to $1 trillion, to laughs from the audience. The president's tariff proposals are also being talked about at the southern border, where truck drivers are lined up waiting to enter the United States from Mexico this week. Right now, Mexico has a free trade agreement with the U.S. and Canada, but the president has vowed to put 25% tariffs on goods coming across the border. Mexico's president has said she expects her country will be able to avoid the tariffs by taking action on illegal immigration and drug trafficking, as President Trump demands. And in Thailand, today was the big day for hundreds of LGBTQ couples as same-sex marriage became legal. Thailand is the first country in the Southeast Asian part and the third place in Asia to legalize same-sex marriage after Taiwan and Nepal.
And we can build our family in our own ways, because I believe that every kind of love, every kind of family is as beautiful as it is. And we are now allowed to build our own kind of family with the support of the law.
Several hundred couples got married today at a gala celebration at the Bangkok Shopping Mall. More than 1,000 couples registered to marry throughout the nation. And that's the voice of Tina Turner performing her 1984 song, Hot for You, Baby, to play out our first 6 minutes of news. If you don't remember it, that's because it was never released. The song will be included on the 40th anniversary edition of Turner's album Private Dancer, which comes out on March 21st. The song was originally meant to be on the record, but it was cut. The new version will be available in a number of formats, including a 5 CD and Blu-ray version that includes a few never-before-released tracks, live performances, and music videos. Turner died in 2023, and we certainly miss her. Looking forward to that new song, though.
I know. This is kind of a thing that I've noticed over the past few years after artists unfortunately die.
Yeah.
Their new releases start coming out. It's the best thing ever for
There's
me.
probably so many songs that have been shelved, but yeah, release that stuff. We want to hear it. It's good stuff.
I know, so good news there. We have some good news across the area too. Conditions continue to improve this evening. We are going to be a little bit cooler tomorrow, but still temperatures well above zero, Siobhan.
Well, that's welcome news.
Yes,
Kendall.
it is.
And coming up later here on 6 News at 5:30, Harrison Ford and the rest of the cast of 1923 are back, along with even more entertainment options for you. We'll tell you about those coming up in this week's Popcorn Picks. Stay with us, that and more still to come.